Jonah, a journey of divine grace. We are all familiar with the story of Jonah, the prophet who ran, the storm that followed, and the great fish that became his unlikely sanctuary. But too often, we view this as merely a story of ancient history or a tale of a disobedient man. In this moment, I invite you to see it as something much more profound. This is a story about the relentless pursuit of God. It is the story of a man who tried to hide from the Almighty, only to find that even in the depths of the abyss, God's grace was there to meet him. As we journey through these 14 images, let us look past the storm and the sea, and look instead at the condition of our own hearts and the sovereign call that follows us, no matter how far we attempt to run. The rebellion. Now the word of the Lord came unto Jonah the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. Jonah 1 verse 1 to 2. Yet the heart that resists God seeks only the dark. Jonah turned his back upon the mission, choosing the way of his own heart over the command of the Most High. The illusion of choice. Jonah descended to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. He paid the fare thereof and went down into it. He sought to flee from the presence of the Lord, failing to realize that there is no place in all of creation where the eye of the Almighty does not behold the way of man. The path of disobedience. As the vessel cut through the waves, moving further from the light, we see the anatomy of a backslider. For every league he traveled away from the will of God, he descended deeper into the shadow of his own judgment, trading the peace of obedience for the turbulence of the storm, the sovereignty of the storm. But the Lord sent out a great wind into the sea, and there was a mighty tempest in the sea, so that the ship was like to be broken. Jonah 1:4. No man can hide from the God who rules the winds and the waves. The storm was not merely nature's wrath, it was a divine appointment calling the fugitive to repentance. The sleep of the unawakened. While the mariners were sore afraid and cried every man unto his God, Jonah was gone down into the sides of the ship and lay and was fast asleep. Even in the midst of his sin, his heart was hardened into a state of spiritual slumber, perilously close to the edge of destruction. The price of sin. The lot fell upon Jonah when he confessed, Take me up and cast me forth into the sea, so shall the sea be calm unto you. He acknowledged the truth. His transgression was the weight that threatened the lives of all around him. The descent into the abyss. As they cast him into the sea, the waves surged over him. The path away from God leads only to the abyss. Yet, even as he descended into the depths, the mercy of the Lord was already moving to sustain him. The miracle of the calm. The sea ceased from her raging. Jonah 1:15. As quickly as the storm had arisen, it died into a perfect stillness. The mariners stood in awe, witnessing the power of the one who alone can command the elements and the heart of man. The vessel of deliverance. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. Jonah 1:17. The very thing that appeared to be his end was, in truth, the instrument of his preservation. The depths did not claim him. They contained him, setting him apart for a holy transformation. The cry from the depths. Inside the belly of the fish, the pretense was stripped away. I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I, and thou heardest my voice. Jonah 2:2. The prayer of repentance. Wrapped in seaweed and surrounded by darkness, Jonah realized that Salvation is of the Lord. Jonah 2:9. His pride was broken. In the silence of the deep, he found the light of a man restored to his Creator. The resurrection. And the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land. Jonah 2:10. The earth received him once more. He emerged as a man who had died to himself, a testament that no depth of sin is greater than the reach of God's grace. The second call. And the word of the Lord came unto Jonah the second time, saying, Arise, go unto Nineveh, that great city, and preach unto it the preaching that I bid thee. Jonah 3:1-2. This is the definition of grace, that God does not abandon the messenger, but calls him again, offering a second chance to walk in righteousness. Obedience in the desert. Jonah arose and went unto Nineveh, according to the word of the Lord. The man who once fled is now a man of purpose. With his face set toward the task, he walks into the heat of the day, proving that true peace is found only in the surrender to the Almighty. We have walked with Jonah from the rebellion of Joppa to the shores of his second calling. Perhaps you feel like Jonah today, running from a command you do not want to follow. Or perhaps you feel that you are currently in your own belly of the fish, surrounded by the consequences of your choices. If there is one truth we must carry away from this journey, it is this. The story of Jonah does not end in the deep. It ends in obedience. God is a God of the second chance, and His word comes to us even when we feel we have failed Him. May we, like the prophet, find the strength to rise, to set our faces toward the path He has laid before us, and to walk in the light of His perfect will. Thank you.